I looked you in your face, told you I was fine, and then I sent Buckley to kill Kane. I approached Teddy, made a deal to buy my cocaine directly from him.
You went to the plug behind my back.
We wanted to run our business our way. I did what I needed to do.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love Snowfall, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the video and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today we're going to be talking about Snowfall Season 6, and we're going to be talking about your girl, Aunt Louie. This is the What to Expect video for Louie. So down below, I want you guys to leave your theories, predictions. Leave it all down below on how y'all see it playing out for Louie in this final season of Snowfall. Now you guys, make sure you check out my last few Snowfall videos. I dropped the Snowfall Season 6. Kane was with Franklin during that shooting from the official trailer. We talked about who could have been behind the shooting and what may happen next. And also check out the Snowfall Season 6 official trailer breakdown that I did not that long ago. And if you're a fan of Power, check out the Power Book 2 Go Season 3. Will Davis McLean take out Cooper Saxe? I dropped that earlier on in the day, so check it out if you have not seen it. But let's talk about the topic of discussion. Your girl, Queen Louie, she gonna be in the front. She's gonna be at the top. She's taking Franklin's spot in this final season, and we're gonna see what she's gonna be all about. Now, 3 days ago, I made a post on the channel, and I asked you guys, was Aunt Louie right for what she did to Franklin? And 8% of y'all said yes, and 92% said no. And this is, I would say, about 3,100 votes. So 92% of y'all said, hell nah, Louie did not do the right thing by going behind Franklin's back. And, you know, we're going to see how she's going to deal with those consequences in this next upcoming season. Now, Angela Lewis, who plays Aunt Louie, she posted on Instagram the official trailer about a few weeks back when they released it. And under the trailer, she left a caption. She said, "He built an empire from nothing. Where he went wrong is thinking he did it by himself. Enter Louie." So what y'all think about that? She said, when the family is burning down with the business, how much, if anything, can he save? So your girl Louie, it seems like she's about that life and she's ready for whatever comes her way. She feels like Franklin did not do this by himself. I mean, let's just be honest. If we go back to the very beginning, we know Louie was the one that went out there and got that help for Franklin to be able to even push weight, right? So we're not taking that away. I think the majority of the fans was just upset on how she went about doing what she did to Franklin as far as going to Teddy. I mean, Uncle Jerome didn't want that to happen, but this is what Louie wanted to do. She wanted to do things her way, and she was tired of taking orders and doing things Franklin's way. So as I told y'all, if this is what she wanted, she better get ready for what's to come. We already saw what Franklin did at the end of the season. I mean, he robbed her. And y'all know she's going to be pissed off. And that's where I believe the season will begin. I think we can expect it to start off exactly where we left off at the end of season 5. Now, we also can expect this. It states in the description of the season that Louie will be curating an empire, a competing empire in this business. So she will be doing her thing. Even though she's going to be going, back and forth with Franklin, I believe they're going to have some issues at the very beginning of the season. I mean, throughout the whole season. But of course, she's going to address why she was robbed, and they're going to try to figure that out. Now, Louie dealing with Teddy, she's going to feel like she's at the top, right? She's going to feel like, man, I'm finally doing it my way. It's good. It's going to be like the calm before the storm, because we know while she's working with Teddy and doing what she's doing, Franklin is going to be plotting and planning. You know what I'm saying? We know she will have issues with Franklin. Franklin is going to strike back once again. Not just Franklin. We know Kane is going to be looking for revenge as well. I know a lot of you guys talked about Kane and he was supposed to be paralyzed, but in that promo teaser or whatever, we can see him, running and crawling and stuff like that. So it seems like your boy Kane is going to be all right, but we know he will be seeking revenge. The question is, how would Louie deal with that attack? Because we know that attack is coming from Kane and Franklin, right? And she's going to take it. She's going to deal with it based on these pictures right here. As you can see, this is from episode 8. Y'all look at Louie's face. It's all busted up. I mean, usually we were used to seeing Franklin all busted up, but now Louie is all busted up. Maybe she's going through the same stuff your boy Franklin was going through, and now she can be like, man, so this is how it is to be at the top. This is what he was talking about. And she's probably going to be like, man, this is more harder than I thought it was. I mean, I'm a little bit more stressed out than I thought I would have been, right? And on top of that, we know she will be watched because we know the DEA will be watching Teddy. We know the DEA, most likely from what we've been seeing, and we haven't, 100% confirmed it yet, but Gustavo, getting out after, being arrested at the end of season 5, something's not right with that. How did he get out? That lets me know something happened with the DEA, and I would not be surprised if a deal was made and we see, that aftermath of that in this next season. But we know pictures will be taken and evidence will be collected in order to build up a solid case to take down everybody that's involved in this whole operation. So Louie, she's not just going to have problems with Franklin and Kane and maybe other people. She's going to have the problems with the government as well, which we know everybody's going to have problems with the government. Now, we know Louie and Jerome, they had connections in Little Rock, Arkansas, and I'm hoping in this next season we see more of that, and I'm pretty sure we will. We're going to see just how much they're going to expand that whole story, and hopefully we get to see the aftermath of that. And I also believe Uncle Jerome and Aunt Louie, they're going to get their hands dirty. They're going to put in some work. We're going to see more of this whole Bonnie and Clyde type thing between the two. They're not going to be playing around at all. We know your boy Avi, he kind of referenced Bonnie and Clyde last season before he died. And he pretty much put out that, hint that one of them may end up dying, right? Because we know in Bonnie and Clyde's story, it didn't end well for them. So this is why I believe between Uncle Jerome and Aunt Louie, somebody getting dropped off. As I stated before, there will be no happy endings for nobody. I just don't see it happening in my opinion. Now, I do believe Uncle Jerome and Aunt Louie will cause some damage. We know from that shooting that Franklin and Kane is going to be in. A lot of you guys predicted, as well as myself, most likely that's probably a hit that Aunt Louie set up. And we will find out soon if she was the one to put out that hit. And I also would not be surprised if we see issues with Leon and Aunt Louie as well. We know Leon told her not to do anything to Kane. He had it under control, but she still went out and put out a hit on Kane. And Leon found out and he told her, I hope you're ready for what's to come. And on top of that, we know that Big Dion, he was supposed to be taking over Leon's, position out there in those projects. So that's going to be interesting to see how Louie will deal with that and how Leon will deal with all of this once he comes back from Africa. Now, besides all of that, we know Aunt Louie and Uncle Jerome, they have some connections, as well as your boy Franklin. He got connections, but Aunt Louie had a special connection with Scully. A lot of you guys have been talking about him, and I want you guys to let me know down below. Do y'all believe Aunt Louie will go to him and say, look, I need your help. We are at war. To be honest with you guys, I think your boy Scully, he's probably not trying to be involved in any of this war stuff anymore. He ain't the same like he used to be in the past, especially after losing his family. And he don't really like Aunt Louie and Uncle Jerome like that, right? We know he don't for real. This is why he spiked their wedding. And we seen what happened at that wedding. Your boy Scully is probably going to want to just sit in the back and watch all of this unfold. But something is definitely going to happen with that whole Scully storyline. And we also know Louie had a special connection with Detective Bucko from last season, and I'm expecting her to continue to try to get everything she can get out of that dude before he gets dropped off, because I'm thinking that's going to happen in this next season as well. Now, one of the early predictions about this whole storyline with Louie and Jerome was something would happen to Black Diamond. We see Jerome beating down somebody. We can see your girl Dallas in the background. And then we also see your girl Dallas crying like something major happened. We know Black Diamond and Dallas were the one that, was shooting at Aunt Louie. I believe Black Diamond was the one that actually connected on her. But she did say sorry last season. They kind of squashed it. But she told Franklin, Black Diamond and Dallas, they can be bought. So that whole storyline is going to be some type of twist with it in this final season, and I cannot wait to see it. Now, it's crazy just to look back and see how long this journey has been for this show. I mean, not that long ago, everybody was good. The family didn't really have no major issues like that. But as the journey continued for your boy Franklin, the family started to, have those issues. And we started to see people get dropped off. We started to see exactly what Uncle Jerome was talking about when he mentioned that brick and the trouble that it's going to bring. Well, this is the trouble that it brought. We got a war between the family. And to be honest, it's not going to be any real winners, in my opinion, besides the government. They're going to walk out of this, good when it's all said and done. But if the family gonna be completely destroyed between Aunt Louie and Uncle Jerome, I mentioned earlier, I don't see both of them making it. It was written in stone a long time ago. Somebody gotta go. I think we can definitely expect one of them to get dropped off. Down below, I want you guys to let me know who y'all think is going to get dropped off between Uncle Jerome and Aunt Louie. I always predicted Jerome from the very beginning to, not make it. He is still here surviving. Some of you guys even mentioned that y'all would not be surprised if Jerome was the one that takes out Louie, which will be crazy, but he did warn her on how he did not want to be going up against his family. That's the last thing that he wanted to do. This is why he had her just address Franklin last season and he did not get involved until the very end, right? So it's going to be very interesting to see how this whole, story is going to end for everybody. It's just going to be a crazy ending in my opinion. And your girl Louie, she wanted to be at the top. She wanted to be in front. Well, now you're in front. You're going to have to deal with everything that's going to come your way. The question is, how will you deal with everything that Franklin was dealing with? Because you got the government coming in and they collecting all types of evidence. They got you on camera. They watching your every move. You got enemies out there. Kane, he's coming back. It ain't looking too good. And I don't care what Teddy talking about. He can never be trusted. If he did your boy Franklin like that, what you think he gonna do to her? So what will your girl Louie do? Will she be able to survive all of this? Or will she be another victim of this game? We shall see. But I want you guys to leave those theories, predictions, leave it all down below. I want to thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support, and I will catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.